Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome. 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 So we bounced back. We bounced back. Bounced back last from week one to week two. Now we're on to week three. I've gotten a little better. So this past week just went by. I'm trying to find it. This past week just went by. I had 10 right. I had 10 right. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I'm happy with that. And some of the losses that I had, of course, I had Dallas. I never would have thought Dallas would have got blown out like that against Chicago, but it is what it is. This week is nothing better than facing Green Bay. And first off, let me say this: I'm happy. I'm happy that I don't really watch his show, but I'm happy that he's back on the air. They let him come back. Jimmy Kimmel, I'm talking about. Freedom of speech is very important. You better exercise your right and not have to worry about whatever comes with what you say. That's part of what makes this country great is the fact that we have a lot of other countries don't have freedom of speech. So I'm glad that he was able to come back and do his show. So anyway, on to week 4. First game is Thursday night. And we got the Cardinals and the Seahawks. And the Hawks are favored by 1.5. They favored by 1.5, so that's not really a lot. They favored by 1.5. So, I like Seattle. I like the Cardinals too. The Cardinals are pretty good, I think. But it's like a toss-up game, kind of, sort of. I think they're in the same division. So I'm gonna have to roll with the Hawks in this game, minus the 1.5 point. We'll see what happens. So that's my first pick. I didn't check it out. That's my first pick. Thursday night. There's Thursday night's game. And so second, we got the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, Aaron Rodgers. I don't like going against Aaron Rodgers, but I think the Vikings have a better defense than the Steelers do. And I think that with the defense, they hold them, and they come out with a win. So I got the Vikings in that one, minus a 2.5. Then we got the Commanders. That's another game I lost to the Falcons. Man, the Falcons, man, they didn't show up Sunday. I don't know what happened with them Sunday. They didn't show up at all. So, but 1.5 is not a lot. I think it should be more. I think it should have been more, considering how the Falcons got demolished against the against the Panthers. I guess they got toasted. But so I'm gonna go with the Commanders with the 1.5. And then we got the Buffalo Bills. And the New Orleans Saints. Obviously the Bills and the Saints. What a game. But 16.5 is a lot of points, even in an NFL game. But Buffalo is rolling. They're rolling. So I'm going to go with the Bills. Minus 16.5. And we'll see what happens with that. So that's my fourth pick. For the next one is and I don't see how they got New England. They got New England favored by, I can see they favored because they're at home, but they got them favored by 5.5 points. I don't get that one. But 5.5 points is a lot. And the way Carolina looked, I can see them hanging in this game. I can see them even winning the game, but alone keeping it close. So 5.5, I'll take the 5.5. And this is today's line. The lines may change between now and Sunday. So, these are games. I'm doing this. You're watching the video later. I'm doing this video on Wednesday. Wednesday, and before the first game on Thursday night. So, to get the lines between now and then, the lines could change. Things happen. So, but anyway, I take the 5.5. I'll take the 5.5 with the Panthers. Why not? So then we got the Chargers. We got the Chargers and the Giants. You know, the Chargers are rocking and rolling, and the Giants. I think this may be Russell Wilson's last year of playing. You know, might as well just do your thing. Hang out with your kids and your wife, and you paid enough. You won a Super Bowl. You should have had two, but I think you should just because the Giants aren't looking too good. They may be Dallas. They play Dallas again. It may be Dallas, but the way Dallas is looking at, you know what I'm saying? The way Dallas is looking, big deal. So anyway, I'll take the Chargers -6.5 with that. Eagles and the Bucks, and the Bucks can score, the Eagles can score, but the way the Eagles, I watched some of that game on Sunday, and the way they bounced back, I was really impressed because the Rams had them. They had them beat. So, you still don't want to give Hurst his credit that he deserves. But anyhow, the 3.5, I go with the Eagles with the 3.5. Titans, and the Texans. Now the Texans have been playing well, the Titans have been playing well, but 7.5 with two bad teams. Give me the 7.5 with the bad team because I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game. And Texas find a way to keep it close. And so give me the 7. Give me the start of the game. Give me the 7.5 points, and let me rock with that. And we'll see how it goes. Next up, we got the Colts. The Colts versus the Rams. The Colts been balling. The Rams had the Eagles on the ropes. They had them on the fence. They let them off. But I think they're going to bounce back this week. And, I'll give it a 3.5 with the Rams. Then we got the Jags and the 49ers. The 49ers looked all right, but the Jags play solid on both sides of the ball. So I'll give me the 3.5. Give me the 3.5. The 49ers are favored by 3.5, so give me the Jags with 3.5 to go to kind of light, and hanging there with the 49ers. Then you got the Ravens and the Chiefs. Now I usually don't like going against Mahomes, especially at home. I don't like going against Mahomes, but the fact that they're playing hometown boy, and the hometown boy they just lost. They lost a big game. They had that game. They were up in that game by 2 touchdowns, I think. Last time I looked, and so I think, and then the boy had a fumble big in the game again. Like this, I think this is like his third week that he fumbled the ball. So, but they got the Ravens favored by 2.5. But the Chiefs haven't looked very good, and plus they missing a lot of their starters. They haven't looked very good. They're missing a lot of starters. But I'm just gonna go with the Ravens. I like the Ravens with 2.5. So I'm gonna give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens with a 2.5, and we'll see how that goes. Then you got the Bears and the Raiders. The Raiders haven't looked good at all. But the Bears, they miss a lot of pieces. They put a whooping on us, though. They miss a lot of pieces, though. But given that game and how they look against us, against the Dallas Cowboys, against the Dallas Cowboys, I'm gonna go with the Bears. And then Sunday night you got the big game. You got the Cowboys versus the Packers. Now this game, I was talking about this game last night. Now I'm saying that in this game, even though I'm a fan of the Cowboys, I think they're gonna prove a point. Send a message. Parsons, you see the jersey. Parsons is gonna come in Dallas, and send a message, and they're gonna put a showcase in on Dallas on Sunday night. So even though 6.5 is a lot, I think that they're gonna beat the crap out of Dallas, and they're gonna beat them by more than 10. So I got the Packers. Even though I'm a Cowboys fan, I got the Packers to win by more than 6.5 in that game. I think they're gonna send a message to Jerry Jones saying that, hey, you shouldn't have got rid of me. And he's gonna probably sack Dak a couple of times. He's gonna sack him a couple of times, and I just figure they're gonna get beat bad. So anyway, that's what I think. The Jets and the Dolphins. You got, the Jets and the Dolphins. Matter of fact, let me change this. I had the Dolphins, but I'm not picking the Dolphins. Give me the Jets. Give me the Jets, man. I think the Jets got a better defense than the Dolphins got. Dolphins have, and I just think that the Dolphins, the way they've been playing, I don't know. They may show up, they may not, but it's better to have points than not have. So give me the Jets with the 2.5. And then the final, and this is all in fun. Me seeing how I do, but I could be wrong about the Dolphins. That could be one. I'm gonna put an X by because that could be wrong. One that I'm worried about. The other ones I feel kind of confident about, especially the. I'm gonna give you like three teams that I actually like. That if I was gonna bet on, I would bet on. The 3 teams that I actually would like to put in a parlay is obviously the Commanders, the Bills, the Panthers, the Chargers, and of course the Packers. So, and the Broncos too. You can do the Broncos money line. But anyway, you got the Bengals and the Broncos. The Broncos favored by 7.5. So I like the Broncos in that game, minus the 7.5 against the Bengals. I think they got a good defense in there. I think they're gonna shut the Bengals down, but it remains to be seen. So anyway, that's my week 4 picks. Make sure you come back, see me next week, and be safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Peace.